being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the opening possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hold and finds his man on the left. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Callow. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's second and long. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the down he went, not picking up the first.
Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on fourth down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. Just a small return, but big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Powers through. And he'll pop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Gets it out fast. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Arizona State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callow.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Callow.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it to the right side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on the money. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Spillman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After the filthy move, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Arizona State! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. On the run, it's Spillman. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Washington. Gets away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. He doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Auburn lines up quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Washington. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Darisaw. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. At the 45 on its way. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He
is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab on the left. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Lost to throw again. Quickly complete. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live them dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Wide open on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Now on 1st down from the 30. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Back to throw, it's Washington. He's got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 31 to Western Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The offense down to the 25 now, first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Grab near the marker. It's Davidson. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on fourth and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The give on the counter. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Pulls it in, it's Barmore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there, working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man quickly. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Gray.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Snagged out of the air. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Takes the handoff. It's Gray. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Runs for the tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He caught it, and he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there throwing in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's their assault. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Gets the back moving. From the gun, the running back has it. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark. The 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The screen, and watch out.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. Those play calls just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some.
And the defense aid got him at the 27. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Barmore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn! Well, This receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you had.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
The give to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Skips away from pressure. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level than this time.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lets it fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Fires to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Washington. Bears the pressure. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was